I'm freaking out.
Nothing now.
I'm 23 years old. Just a very frightening time.
You are listening to the emergency broadcast system serving the Fort Wayne area. The Fort Wayne area. The Fort Wayne area.
These very towers carry the whoa-whoa radio signal. On that morning, Bob Severs was behind the microphone. He had just introduced
Partridge family.
the Partridge family, and moments later, he was rudely interrupted.
WOWO received this emergency announcement just moments ago.
We had a system called the emergency broadcast system.
This is an emergency action directed by the emergency network and directed by the president.
Every week there was a test. Every Saturday morning there was a test.
You've heard Bob Chase tell you that you are to tune to the emergency station in your area.
Certain stations, and WOWO being a 50,000 watt station in those days, Westinghouse Broadcasting, was charged with alerting the surrounding area of about 3 states with the 50,000 watts in case of an emergency.
And we were all used to it. Bob was used to it.
This station has interrupted its regular program at the request of the United States government
Until February 20th of 1971,
to participate in the emergency broadcast system
when the warning came through and it was no longer a test.
On that day, the code word from the Air Force,
We had envelopes that were sealed.
meant to signal a real emergency, matched what was on file at WOWO.
We have received this official emergency action notification with the proper identification indicating a national emergency.
Kind of like a password with today's computers.
And for Bob Severs, he did what he was trained to do. He went on the air narrating what could be the opening salvo of World War III.
That's right, and he did not know that it wasn't.
At this point, at the microphone, I know of nothing to cause this. We are waiting from Stuart Dan in the WOWO newsroom to bring us some information from any of our wire services.
Like a captain going down with his ship, Bob stayed on the air, telling his audience what he knew, which wasn't much.
In the audio, you hear Bob call for all the news people to come to the station if they hear him.
And at this time, I would personally like to urge all members of the WOWO news staff, any in the area and listening, to report to us immediately.
And I was a news person, albeit one with only a year's experience.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you, please do not call us to ask what is the matter. We are endeavoring to find out ourselves.
And I'm wondering if this is going to be it. I mean, that's what everybody was thinking.
But in less than an hour after all of that worry,
The word came by, disregard, disregard.
And so, if you think this hasn't been something here at the studio, the Air Force evidently then at Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado put the wrong message tape on the wire.
He said it was the longest 5 minutes of his broadcasting career. It literally frazzled him and wore him out.
today, 48 years later, that story still echoes through the halls of WOWO.
And I think had it been me, you would have heard how flustered I was or how embarrassed I was or whatever you want to call that. But he didn't skip a beat. I mean, Bob, it was sheer magic, I think, how he handled that whole situation. And I can only hope that if, heaven forbid, that ever happened to me, I could handle it just as gracefully.
So the next time you drive past these towers on US 24, think about all of the history and all of the stories they have yet to bring us.
Air palaces.